if we make it so that they really can't play the music the way it's designed to be played and heard, then they're not going to come to Boone. If Boone Saloon can't offer live music and Murphy's can't offer live music, then what?
This is normal conversation. I have no idea what this is saying right now, but I'm going to guess that it's over 60 decibels.
The idea was to give us an ordinance that could be enforced, an ordinance that was clear, an ordinance that was fair with, for all persons in town. And
as far as the public meetings went, there was one resident that complained. And he did show off the record, he showed us his petition, who had 12 signatures. And we had 1,200.
That was not agreeable to everybody on the council, but it was the majority opinion.
It's not even the 1%, it's the 0.01%. I mean,
I don't think it's going to affect the music scene not in a negative way.
At 60 decibels, I'm going to stop having bands. Galileo's going to have problems with their patio. I don't know what Char's going to do with their garage doors.
We finally came to a compromise, I think, on the council.
But when they came back to the table, all they did was they compromised upward 5 decibels. So from 55 to 60, which is still a decrease from the previous acceptable limit of 81%.
We brought hundreds and hundreds of people.
It was definitely nice to see such an outpouring of support from the community, not just from students, from a lot of the locals that live within a mile of King Street.
We had experts coming from different angles. You got the wheel of a hub, and you got different spokes coming in. It was like, oh well, I'm a musician professor at ASU. I'm the economics professor at ASU. I own a business down the street, and people buy my clothes because they want to go see shows. My major concern is more about Boone, because Boone is known as a music scene.
There is a unique music culture here. It is a blend of everything that you get from outside Boone and outside North Carolina even, with what the mountains of North Carolina have to offer.
First of all, I was very impressed by the presentations. Many of them were very well thought through arguments why the noise level should be raised or why it should be adjusted in a certain way.
Boone is growing. Forbes just came out and said we're the #4 fastest growing small town in the nation.
I was surprised at the number of people who were very much interested in this issue in the town of Boone, and the extent to which live music is part of our cultural scene.
When this happened, I put it on the old Facebook, and I immediately got a call from a mother that said her son got a full scholarship to ASU, and that he was now thinking about going to another place that didn't offer him a full scholarship in order for him to pursue and enjoy live music.
I think that we are getting close to being having a workable noise ordinance in town.
The town council was a little like, oh, we're so great because we compromised at 60 when they really wanted 55. But I mean, if you look at any other town in the whole nation, I mean, nobody does 55. Nobody even does 60.
But observing the town council in action, it seemed to me that their minds were made up before we ever got involved.
I'm not sure we'll ever satisfy everybody. But what I'm looking for is a balance, a compromise that respects both the interests of the business community and the musicians of our community, as well as the residents.
Neighborhood, business, and ASU have to work together. And the town council there's 3 of them out of the 5 that want this whole Mayberry ideal. And that's long gone. It's long gone.
They were all set to pass the very restrictive overall decibel limits the first time around, and one of the council members just went,
"Oh, we forgot about the Jones house." And immediately, I mean, I'm talking about, this has been going on for 5 months. Immediately, within like 60 seconds, they changed it to 85 decibels during the day for Saturdays for the Jones house.
I participate in some elements of the music scene with the old-time mountain music down at the Jones house.
And then they were kind enough to say, well, we're not, you know, Jones houses were not taken under special consideration. And I was like, really? I was there, I was at the meeting, I heard them say that, I saw them say that, and it blew my mind. That was actually the mind-blowing moment of this entire episode.
You can see that that could be a problem. You know, that's, you know, unequal enforcement. It's, I think, entirely undemocratic, and honestly, it's discriminatory.
For them to like change it specifically for Jones House, then I knew it was kind of like a lost cause. I have shown you videos from the complainant's house, and it was at 49. I showed you that, and apparently it doesn't matter.
We need to scrub this whole thing and go back to the drawing board and treat this like a serious issue that it is.
If you think it's over, it's not over. It's the only beginning. Edit the last part.